The final battle with Cameraman. I can still feel the sting of that defeat. I stood there, shattered and broken, surrounded by the wreckage of our fight. For the first time, I truly felt ugly, not just on the outside, but deep within. The once confident smirk I always wore was gone, replaced by a heavy frown of defeat. As I gazed into a cracked mirror, I could hardly recognize myself. How did it come to this? I asked my reflection. The answer was clear. I wasn't strong enough, and the thought of it ate away at me. The whispers of others mocking my loss haunted me every day. I knew I couldn't just accept this. No, I had to get my revenge. But how could I do that in this state? That's when it hit me. I had to change, to transform into someone stronger, someone who could face Cameraman again without fear. So I made a decision that night. I was going to the gym. The first time I stepped into that gym, I felt completely out of place. The weights seemed impossibly heavy, and the machines, they looked like torture devices. I struggled with everything. Each lift was a battle, each step on the treadmill a challenge. More than once I felt like giving up. The thought of just walking away, of accepting my fate, was so tempting. But then I'd remember the look on Cameraman's face when he defeated me. That smug, victorious look. I couldn't let that be the end. I wouldn't. That thought alone kept me going. I can't stop now, I'd tell myself, even when the pain was almost too much to bear. Weeks turned into months, and slowly I started to see changes. My arms, once scrawny and weak, began to grow. I could feel the power coursing through them as they became more muscular, more defined. I pushed myself harder every day, lifting heavier weights, running longer distances. The gym became my second home, the place where I was rebuilding myself, one rep at a time. The journey wasn't easy. There were days I didn't want to get out of bed, days when the soreness was too much and the motivation was too little. But every time I felt like giving up, I'd think about that final battle, about how I was going to make sure it never ended like that again. Revenge became my fuel, my reason to keep going. And then, one day I looked in the mirror and saw someone new. My arms were massive, muscles bulging and rippling with strength. I wasn't the weak, defeated Skibidi toilet anymore. I was strong, confident, and ready. Now I'm standing here, looking right at you. This isn't over, I say, flexing my newly built muscles. The revenge is gonna be sweet, so subscribe and don't miss what's coming next.